9 times out of 10, that worst case scenario that you have cooked up in your head is never actually going to happen. Welcome back to Up and Running and Thriving, your weekly spot for inspiration and motivation to get your mind, body, and business up and running and thriving. My name is Whitney Abraham. I'm a certified Faster Way coach and business coach, and today we're going to talk about doing it scared. Because every single thing that you want in your life is going to be met with a decision point of you having to decide to move forward in fear or to walk away from what you really want. And on the other side of that fear is greatness, if you're willing to push through. Now, I want to talk to you about some of those moments that you've experienced that kind of fear in your life. For example, when you were getting ready to go to prom, when the guy was asking you to prom and you felt what? Fear in your belly. Fear before he picked you up that he was going to stand you up. Fear about what he was going to think about what you looked like in your dress, right? You also had that moment at childbirth. Fear. I want this to happen. I'm afraid of what's physically going to happen to my body when this happens, basically. But you know it's worth it, right? You know it's worth it to say yes to him to prom because of the joy you'll experience. You know it's worth it to have your baby because yes, he might rip you in two. However, it's going to be great to have a baby there that you can love and nourish and support. What about that big presentation at work? What about them giving you the responsibility to really excel and thrive and use your gifts? You're afraid that you're going to blow it, but you want it. All of these things, there are two main feelings that are swirling in your body, and you're balancing on what to decide it is. You're balancing between fear and excitement, but I'm here to tell you that they are not unique feelings. They are simply what you decide happens in your body after you've had an adrenaline surge. So the adrenaline enters your body after the scary thing is presented to you. You decide whether or not that adrenaline means fear or that adrenaline means excitement. You get to choose your path, to choose your own adventure and what to do with the bodily hormonal response. Isn't that freedom? Isn't it great to know that you get a say in what happens here? You also get a say in what happens next, right? I want you to ask yourself a few qualifying questions. Is this expansive fear or is this contracting fear? Meaning, do I feel like I'm standing on the edge of a cliff about to dive off? That's expansive. I feel my chest cavity open. Oh crap, I'm falling. Or is it constricted? I'm being stuffed into a hole. I'm hiding. No. Those are different things. That's a great bodily signal as to whether or not you moving forward in something is for you, is a good decision. If it's expansive, it simply means you're excited. That's how you know the difference. I also want you to ask yourself, do I really desire the outcome here? Am I willing to face the worst case scenario in order for the possibility of getting what I want? 9 times out of 10, that worst case scenario that you have cooked up in your head is never actually going to happen. Some people tell me, oh my gosh, I want to start my business, but I'm afraid that if I do, I'll lose my job and then I'll lose my income, it won't be successful, and I'll lose my house. Do you have any idea how many steps happened in between I started a business and I lost my house? There are like 1,000 steps in between those two things. And you, as a smart, critical thinking human being, you are a human being, the smartest being on the planet, with the most complex brain ever. You are going to make decisions that keep that worst case scenario from happening. You're absolutely going to do that. So yeah. Here are your options. You can start a business. You can side hustle it until you make a certain level of money, and then you can let go of that other income so that you can full court press on your business. You could, if you have a couple of down months, you could get a smaller house. You could move back in with your mom. There are 1 million things that you can do before you end up homeless. You are not going to be homeless. Your worst case scenario is not going to happen. So I ask you this, are you willing to endure hard decision making along the road in order to have the outcome that you desire? I would tell you That fear is your compass. It's what tells you you're onto something. It's what alerts you, this matters to me. I'm having a body response. This matters. This means something. I'm onto something. Olivia likes to say, what would brave Olivia do? Whitney likes to say, you are capable. You are in charge of you. You're onto something. Move. This has been Up and Running and Thriving with Whitney Abraham. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, subscribe, share with a friend, and we'll see you really soon. Now do it scared.